Next, we will look at 3 strategies to activate students' prior knowledge and help them recall what they have already learned and connect new information to what they already know and can do, and reduce their cognitive load. Graphic organizers are a great tool to activate students' prior knowledge and can be used in any subject area to help students visually organize their ideas and demonstrate knowledge. Here are some examples of graphic organizers. KWL charts help students to recall what they already know about a topic, think about what they want to know, and then identify what they have learned after the activity. It also helps establish if students have sufficient prior knowledge for the task. Flowcharts can be used with students to recall a sequence of events or check their understanding of the steps in a process, and are particularly useful for STEM-related subjects. Concept maps are useful for introducing new content by breaking it into chunks. This also helps to highlight any misconceptions, which the teacher can then address up front. Venn diagrams help students see relationships between sets, such as similarities and differences, and is thought to be a powerful strategy that can help students transfer their learning. The next strategy is to activate prior knowledge to build students' understanding of the vocabulary needed for a task. This is essential to the comprehension of the content in all learning areas, and by the end of secondary school, students should know and be able to use about 50,000 words. This includes words used frequently in everyday speech, as well as the academic vocabulary that students need for learning. There are 2 types of academic vocabulary. One is academic content words, and the other is cognitive verbs. Academic content words are sometimes referred to as meta-language. They are specific to subject areas and used to understand and talk about a subject. For example, these are some of the content words used in English, mathematics and science, and include words such as alliteration in English, decimal in maths, and biology in science. Students also need to understand cognitive verbs as they describe the actions students are required to perform. They take their name from the word cognition, meaning to think, and are also called process verbs. In this example, I have used verbs that match the 6 levels of critical thinking skills in Bloom's taxonomy. A simple action is where students are required to remember information, such as naming the characters in a story, and a complex action would require students to analyze the story and compare it perhaps to a film. Bloom's taxonomy is a useful reference to learn more about cognitive verbs and is an excellent guide to ask students questions about what they are learning. This template is in your workbook, so you can use it for future reference. You will also learn more about using cognitive verbs in Module 2. The last strategy is using a memory device called a mnemonic. Mnemonics are a fun way to help students recall information. A mnemonic can be a song, such as the alphabet song, an acrostic, where the first letter of each word stands for another word, a rhyme, or a series of images, and there are many more. Let's see if you still remember any of these mnemonics from your school days, and if, like me, you still use some of them to this day. Every good boy deserves fruit is an acrostic to remember the name of the notes on the line of the treble clef. I before E except after C is a rhyme to remember a spelling rule. Another rhyme to learn the number of days in each month is 30 days hath September. And this acrostic, Happy Henry, lives besides Boron Cottage near our friend Nellie Nancy McGallan, is used to learn the first 20 elements in the periodic table. For Activity 2, please select one of the strategies we have looked at and explain how you would use it to activate students' prior knowledge in a specific subject area.